Hi, it's me. I'm back. I know this video is gonna be a little late. But listen, okay, so today is a video that I'm very fucking excited about. I'm very excited. I've been like, when I first like making like ideas, like listing like ideas for like this channel, this was one of them. I love Marvel. I'm a Marvel bitch, okay? I love superhero movies, and I want to make like a top 10 type of list. I'm very bad at lists, as I've mentioned previously, like when I did the whole American Horror Story like ranking video. I hate lists. I can't do lists, okay? So I don't have these in any particular order. These are like my top 5. Train. I don't have a specific order for them. Fucking Train. Ragnarok. Loki. Superior Loki. Okay? That bitch husband in this one. Okay, well, he's married to this bitch. I just think he looks hella good. I feel like he's like the perfect mix of good, bad in this movie. Like, I feel like this is like his best era, okay? I can fucking quote this movie at this point. There was a time where I used to watch that bitch all the fucking time. All the fucking time. I used to watch Ragnarok like all the fucking time. Okay, I fucking love it, okay? Also, Thor was like having his like Shrek princess moment. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that scene in Shrek the Third? I think it's Shrek the Third. Where, like, the Snow White is all like, ah! And then, like, and then, like, the fucking... I fucking lived for that shit as a child. My mom says, like, whenever we'd watch that movie, she would have to, like, rewind it over and over again. Because I just would want to watch that scene over and over again. And taste. Okay? Taste. And then when I was watching Thor Ragnarok and I heard that song, I was like, oh. And then I ran to my mom. I was like, Mom, oh. She's like, oh. I fucking love Korg. Okay, I have a picture with Korg, I think. Because whenever there's like these stand thingies at Walmart, I will go and take a picture with them. I will, okay? Piss off, Ghost. He's freaking gone. Ah! Hulk, Bruce, Supremacy. In this one, I love him. Okay, I think honestly underrated. When I was a kid, I loved Hulk. I loved Hulk. Okay, I loved him. I think he's very. I just love Mark Ruffalo. I love Mark Ruffalo. Also Valkyrie, Queen. Also Kate Blanchett looked hella good, killing people with like her horns. I think I have a picture with her too. I think I do. I think. Not real her. I wish. Kate Blanchett, hello! Everyone's just hot and funny as hell in this fucking movie. I fucking love it. And then we got number 2. Again, not really in that order, but I'm just like giving you the top 5 just as a group. Okay? We got Captain America, the Winter Soldier. You know, I love. Babes, all I had to say, I don't even have to say it. I'm just gonna. That's it. The Winter Soldier song. I loved it. I loved it. I love that song. Do I sometimes listen to it like in my own free time? I do. I genuinely, that's how much I like it. I just love that. I love it. I love it. The car scene. Chef's kiss. 'Cause I'm with you to the end of the line. Rip my fucking heart out and smash it. Why don't you? Fuck. And like the way Buck fucking saves him at the end, like drags him out the water. Let me call him Buck. I fucking love that movie. I love it. Okay, and now we got Deadpool Dose 2. Bitch, hilarious. Fun fact, let me tell you a little story about it. I went and watched it in the theater when it came out, right? And this is embarrassing, but I'm gonna tell it. You know that scene, spoilers, obviously. You know that scene at the end where he's like dying? He's dying and he does die, but he's like you know what I'm talking about? Like he's like, I see a light. It's the sun. Don't look at it. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? That shit. Oh my god. Me and my friend, we were watching that shit, okay? And literally every time he started to die, we'd be crying, okay? We'd be like, oh my god, oh my god. We'd be like tearing up and shit. And then he'd come back and we'd be like, what the fuck? And then he'd start dying again. Then I'd start getting teary-eyed again. And then he'd come back and I'm like, what the fuck? That shit. Oh my god. I was literally, embarrassing. I love the intro thing with Celine Dion. Like the part where like the credit things are like it's like showing up and it's like produced by what the fuck or like by, yeah, do you know what I'm talking about? The starring someone who hates sharing the spotlight. I love that. I don't speak Cantonese, mister. Well, I'm not even gonna attempt that, but I did take 8th grade Spanish. So, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Which literally translates to, I don't bargain, pumpkin fucker. Please! I love him. I love him. Who are you? I'm Batman. Shut up! I can give you so many. Or like the fucking scene with the legs where he's growing his legs back. Hold on. Can you even see me? You know the. Oh my god. He's doing it. Look at the little fella. You beautiful hairless Twizzler-legged baby boy or some shit like that. Also the Zip It Thanos. That was fun and fresh to see. Also, speaking of Thanos, leads me to my fourth, right? Yeah. The fourth movie that I'm going to talk about, which is Endgame. Crazy ass movie, bro. I have yet to feel what I felt in that movie theater again. Okay? Just like the scene where like everyone comes back, like on your left, and then like all the portals start appearing, and then like everyone's like, ah, what the fuck? I love it. I was a mess though. You hear me? Mess. Nat, Tony, Steve. Why would you do this to me? Question mark. No, seriously, what the fuck? When I was like a mess. Like I was crying a hell of a lot, okay, when I first saw it. And there was a man in front of me and the movie had ended and he looked back at me and he said something about Steve. He said something to me about Steve, about Captain America. And I don't know what he said to me because I was crying. And it's literally gonna haunt me. It's gonna haunt me. I swear, like, the movie had ended, I was like crying, and the man in front of me looked back at me and said something about Captain America, and I don't know what he said. I don't. I was too busy, like, catching my breath and shit from the tears. I used to love that song. You know what one. And now, I listen to it, and I get, like, war flashbacks. I don't listen to it anymore, just because it makes me utterly depressed to think about it. Also, do I fully understand why and how Steve going back and being with Peggy doesn't have like crazy timeline issues? Like where like everyone was in like, see, why the fuck would you do that? Now we gotta fix all this shit. I don't fully get it. I don't fully understand it. But I'm not gonna say anything because I don't understand it. Also, you know how Rhodey was like, why don't we just, like, go back in time and, like, find baby Thanos and, like... And you know how Hulk was like, oh my god, no, because that's actually, like, a really good idea. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't we do that? Well, timeline issues. But then how come Steve gets to do that? And we don't have an issue with that. were the Loki timeline people? The TVA, where were they? I don't even know who you are. You will. You tell him, mama, you tell him. Beat his purple ass. She did beat his purple ass. She nearly killed him. He had to be like, shoot the thingies. What's our treaty? Or some shit like that. And then it was like, who cares? So good. So good. I fucking love it. That fight scene. Get out. Avengers assemble. Yeah! Fuck yeah. I'm assembled. I was in the fucking seats crying. Okay, now for the last movie. No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, if you know me, you know I am a slut for Spider-Man. Okay, like, that is my main bitch. When I was a kid, the main superhero movies that I watched were Superman and Spider-Man. Okay, Spider-Man was my bitch, okay? So when the rumors started about all Spider-Men being in the movie, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, I nearly had a fucking heart attack, okay? And I nearly did have a fucking heart attack in that movie theater. You should have seen me. I was like holding on to literally anything that I could. I was literally holding on to my friend. And then I'd grab onto the seat next to me. And then I'd grab the seat in front of me. And then I'd go back and I'd grab my seat. I was going through it! When I saw, you know, when MJ and Ned, they did the portal thing. And we saw Spider-Man. But it wasn't Tom. I was like, I said to my friend, I know who that is. I know that suit. I know that height. I know that build. It's my husband. And it was! And then Toby showed up. And I was gonna fucking die. You have no idea just what was going on in here, okay? My heart was going pitta-patta, pitta-patta, okay? You know, like in the cartoons, where your heart's like pitta, pitta. That was happening. I loved the Peter 1, Peter 2, Peter 3 thing. Peter 3.
Peter 2. Peter 3. Peter 3. All right, let's...
I just remembered. Swag. Stop. I didn't cry the first time I saw May die, Aunt May, just because I was so shook. I was so like, the adrenaline was running high, okay? So I was like too shook and like, to be like, oh, you know, like had I not been that shook, had it been like my second, third time watching it, I would have cried. I would have teared up. You know what I mean? But yeah, I didn't cry just because I was upset. Obviously, I'm not a monster. But like, I was like, but you know, I just didn't cry because I was so shook by literally everything happening. I absolutely love it. The villains were great. Jamie Foxx looked hot. And the scene where they all land to like their Spidey pose and shit. That movie is my everything. Okay, you hear me? That movie is my everything. Like I said, I'm a slut for fucking Spider-Man. Okay? Any Spider-Man. Anything Spider-Man. Give it to me! Anyways, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed me talking about Marvel for a bit. I will be doing another part where I talk about the other top 5. So yeah, that's that. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Give me a top 5. Tell me your favorite ones. I will probably also maybe be doing like a Marvel character type of thing. But yeah, that is it. Love yourself up others. Have a good day. Can I? Guess I can. There was a time. I'm actually going to start punching things. I'm gonna start. How many fucking honks or whatever do you have to do as a fucking train? Is that necessary? All the fucking time. For what? Just because it's... Actually, that's ridiculous, right? Like, this is, at this point, what's happening? Are they gonna crash or something? Are there, like, 2 trains about to crash? Like, what is happening? I swear the last 3-4 minutes has literally been me just getting interrupted by the fucking train. Anyways...